Hi, thank you so much for joining me for day 20 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life, round 13. And today is day 20, as I say, and the sketch is by Rebecca Lockhart. I'll pop that in the top left-hand corner there. So I'm using Shimelle's main character energy to document photos of Amelia's birthday. I did James's the other day, the 13th birthdays, and today it's Amelia's turn. So looking at the sketch, it looks like Rebecca had some torn strips across the top. She's got some mixed media in the middle and lots of florals. So I'm trying to keep to those. So I pulled out the pink with the gold foiled hearts from the 12 by 12 paper pad, and that will be my main strip across the top. And then I've just got some green to go underneath it, because you can see from the photos we've got our bifold doors open and you can see all the greenery in the garden. So I thought that would work really nicely. So for my mixed media, I decided to pull out my Nuvo crystal drops, and I'm just drawing lines across with these. I've chosen 3 colours. I've gone with the pink, which is bubblegum blush. The green is olive branch, and then the gold, which I always use. And I'm just doing one pink, one green, one gold down the page. And you will have seen there that I brought the photo back in just to check that I've gone low enough on the page. So now I'm going to bring in my palette knife and just squash those down to create stripes going across the page. So each time I move the palette knife across, I then wipe it off on my paper towel. It looks like I'm trying to do a wobbly line there. I wasn't. I think it's just the pressure of the palette knife down on the card and it's wobbling a little bit. So almost there now. And then when I've finished top to bottom, I turn it round and then just smooth off those edges. And that's the mixed media background complete. So now I'm just going to glue down these 2 pieces at the top and then work on my floral sections. And you can see to the left, I've got loads of pieces that I hand cut while I was watching the TV the other evening. All the florals from that flower paper and the butterflies from the butterfly paper. These are great for stretching your embellishments, stretching your ephemera. I think that's the reason that Shimelle designs these papers, so that you can stretch them if you need to. So just getting those situated, I've rolled up the torn edges just to give some texture, and now I'm going to work out where to put these florals. Now you can see some of them have been cut from the edges of the paper, so I'm trying to make sure that I use those on the edges of the paper here, rather than adding florals and then trimming them off. So trying not to waste anything where I can. So just making sure that I've got a nice mix of all the different colours. And then I can work on the bottom section as well. So again, look, that one has a flat edge at the bottom on that blue flower. So I'm just making sure that that goes down to the bottom. And same with that pink flower that I've put to the right hand edge. And just looking through to see what else I've got. I want to try and keep the shape similar to Rebecca's on the sketch, so they go down the left and right hand sides more than across the page. So just adding these with some with wet glue, and some I will pop up onto foam pads to give different textures and dimensions across the page. Just moving things out of the way to get them tucked under. I like the layered look, so some of them will be covered, but that's absolutely fine. They're peeking out from the gaps between the flowers, and that's exactly the look I want. So I added some foam pads under the edge of that one just to lift that up a bit, and then I can go in and add this piece down as well. Just curling up the edges of the leaves as well as I go. Again, just to provide a bit more texture to that layout. Now I'm trying to be careful because that mixed media is still wet, so I will have to leave that for a while after I finish doing this to dry. So just going to glue these top bits down now. And I'm flattening down the curled up edges there just to get those flowers down. I will add some foam pads underneath as well, the same as I did at the bottom, just to provide that dimension. So while I'm doing this, please do remember to check the description box down below to see everybody else joining in on this hop. It's a fabulous hop, and there are loads of people on that playlist now with their videos. There's also a Facebook group, 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life. Make sure that you answer the questions honestly, and do say that I sent you there. It'd be lovely for Christie to know where you're coming from. There's so much inspiration because, as I say, there are 13 series now, so each series has an album with each day. The cover page is the sketch, and then everybody adds their iteration of that underneath in the album, so it's wonderful to see how everybody interprets the sketch. It's really great fun. So just finishing off adding these bits now, and then I left that to dry. So I'm going to mount the photos onto some scrap white cardstock just to give them some separation from that mixed media, to make them stand out a little bit. I think because the light was behind Amelia, they're quite dark photos, so I wanted to make sure that I brighten them up with this white cardstock border. So just going to use my scissors to cut those out. And these are all 3x4 photos. I use the Project Life app. I never remember the name of that. The Project Life app, to put 2 photos on a 4x6 and then just printed them out on my home printer. I use an HP Photo Smart. It's brilliant. You can sign up for their ink as well, and you just pay a monthly fee. So I'm going to use these glitter foam stickers again, and if you've watched my videos previously, you'll see how I struggled. So this time I remembered to cut the word out, and then I'm peeling the backing off and keeping the word flat so that the top layer doesn't peel off the foam. So just a little bit of time to do that. If you're just careful, they do stay together. So almost there, and there we go. So I haven't actually stuck the photos down there, which is a bit of a rookie error, and I'm overlapping this title onto the photos, so I'm going to go in with my wet glue and get those stuck down now. So just adding a decent amount so that they stick well to that Nuvo. And then bringing in some of those lovely butterflies. So I've got one on the top cluster, and I ended up adding 2 at the bottom, the blue and green one, and then I've got that lovely orange and one to the left. Just adding some glue. Look, I managed to drop that and get glue on the flower. No matter, just wipe it off, it's fine. Pretend as if nothing happened. So adding that exclamation mark at the end of that celebrate word. And then I'm going to add the little glitter stars from the foam stickers, one at the bottom cluster and one at the top cluster. It's just bringing that glitter around the page a bit, adding that golden sparkle, and then coming in with my journaling. So the journaling just reads, lockdown rules relaxed enough for us to celebrate your 13th birthday together with family. Lots of ventilation with the bifold doors open. You chose this amazing 3-tiered salted caramel cake. And then using my roller date stamp to add the date below that. Now coming in with my Nuvo crystal drops again, just to add some dots all around those clusters. Again, just to add a different texture and dimension to the layout. And that really finishes it off. And then once those are down, I'm going to bring in an old Sweet Rush sticker sheet, the 6x12 sticker sheet, and just go through to see if there are any stickers that I can add on, because that Vicky Boutin Sweet Rush collection goes really nicely with the colours of this main character Energy from Shimelle. So there's that pink sticker there that says for the record. And then this white one says eat the cake, which I thought was absolutely perfect. And we did, it was delicious. Just a little floral here that I tucked down on the right hand side under the photo. As I say, the colours go nicely, so it's nice to get some of these bits used up. And then this little flag piece that just says today. And then finally a tiny little orange star next to that today, just to fill in the gap next to that. And I just wanted one last Shimelle flower at the top here. I think because I'd added that sticker to the bottom right, I just wanted to extend that down a tiny bit. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed this sketch. Thank you, Rebecca, and I shall see you all tomorrow for day 21. Thanks again. Bye.